I would never. I wonder who's coming next.
I know.
William.
Goldie, I missed you. 8 and 2.
For you all day. Today we will witness the coming together of Taylor Stinnett and Jarryd Settles. We are honored to have Seth Mitchell and Danny Stinnett here to give us their blessing by presenting Taylor to marry Jarryd. Do you both give your support for the union of this couple and these families? We do. You may now all be seated.
You got the keys. No returns.
Thank you all. Jarryd and Taylor would like to thank every one of you for joining us here on this beautiful day for the start of their next journey together. We normally think of weddings exclusively as being celebrated of love and commitment. While that is true, weddings are also so much more. A wedding is the union of two people and the lives they have lived. It is the celebration of the events and people that have made the bride and groom who they are and that have brought them to this very moment here today. It is a celebration of family and the people that have loved them so that they could learn to love one another. Each and every one of you has played an integral part in their story. You have been there for their best days, and you have been there for their most difficult days. You all are an irreplaceable part of their yesterdays, their todays, and all of their tomorrows. Now I encourage everybody here to take a look around this place as we're gathered and see everyone who has joined us here today. Take a moment to embrace the love that fills the air around us, as you all have had an important part in their love story that we are witnessing here today. We would also like to take a moment to remember those who are not here today. We lovingly remember the friends and family members who have passed on. We carry them in our hearts, and we know they are here watching proudly and celebrating with us in spirit. It is appropriate that we are here at Talon Winery because wine and weddings are a classic pairing. For centuries, people have enjoyed wine at weddings. As many of you know, Jesus' very first miracle in the Bible was turning water into wine, because even Jesus believed you couldn't have a wedding without wine. Wine is very symbolic. In many ancient cultures, wine was often a symbol of intimacy. Wine is a tool that helps us share who we are and let ourselves be seen. That was often why wine was served at dinner tables, because it brought people together. A healthy marriage requires full intimacy, a bond and closeness that cannot be broken. Marriage, like wine, matures over time. In the best of wines, time and age will cause wine to grow and change. Some flavors will be dulled, while new flavors may appear. Similarly, people can change and grow. In a marriage, you never stop learning about one another. In the good times and the bad, never stop looking for new reasons to love one another. Now, as a symbol of their relationship and to bless their love for one another, Jarryd and Taylor will now share a glass of wine together. I now ask you, Jarryd and Taylor, to take each other by the hand. Hands are said to be connected to our hearts. And when we take someone by the hand, we're connecting our heart to theirs. These are the hands of your best friend that are holding you on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will love and cherish you through the years and will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will help you hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Marriage is very much what you put into it. Like a box where you store your most precious things, you put into the box who you are, your strengths, your hopes, and your dreams. You take out from the box when you need support and love. Marriage is not an even split. A marriage requires both parties to always give and contribute 100% of who you are at all times. However, no matter what happens, you will always have these hands right here to hold and support you. Now we're going to read from Mark chapter 10, verses 7 through 9. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. As a symbol of their unity and growth together, Jarryd and Taylor would now like to plant a tree together. The planting of the tree symbolizes the planting of their new life together. They will add to the pot some soil taken from each of their parents' home to symbolize where they have come from and combining their lives together.
Body's so bad.
I remember when Jarryd and I were younger, we would go over to our grandparents' house. Behind their house, there are several large trees, including a massive oak tree, whose branches were so big that our grandfather Pippier had to place a wooden pole underneath them to support the weight of the branches. When our grandparents passed away, a surveyor from the county came out to the property and said that the tree was one of the oldest and largest in all of Jessamine County. Even when we were little, there were still the remains of the tree ladder and tree house that our grandfather had built for our aunts and uncles when they were younger. I remember watching Jarryd and my cousins playing on the tire swing, using that tree as home base when playing hide and seek, and sitting on the roots, with popsicles, and resting under the shade of the tree's large leaves. Just as that tree grew and took root and offered joy to several generations in our family, I hope that your relationship will continue to take root, mature, and never stop growing. May your life together offer just as much joy to yourselves and everyone around you. May your love for one another be an inspiration for others, and may your home always be a place where anyone can come and find happiness, peace, and a place to rest when they need it. Now we're going to read from John chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Jarryd and Taylor have chosen to write their own vows. As you share them with one another, remember that these are the sacred promises that you keep with one another.
Taylor Marie Stennett. It is crazy to think we started our beautiful journey about 4 years ago this very week. We met for the very first time at Tay's apartment, and then spent the rest of the night at the most romantic spot in town, Two Keys Tavern. You know. It is coming back though. And if you told me then that we'd be standing here today celebrating our wedding at our favorite vineyard in front of all of our family and friends, honestly never would have believed it. 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were two separate people set on different paths in life. I was a city boy. From Nicholasville, and you were a country girl from Lexington. But somehow fate brought us together, and I'm so happy it did, because our love story truly has been a dream come true. We both know how indecisive I can be, but one thing I know with complete certainty is that you are the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. You are my best friend, my anchor. I've got a long ways to go. My Cinderella. You are fiercely loyal, trustworthy, generous, and selfless to a fault. You make me laugh when I am down and challenge me every day to be the best person I can possibly be. Over the past 4 years, we've built the foundation of a loving relationship that I know will stand up to the test of time. Together we have embarked on amazing adventures and overcome many challenges that life has decided to throw at us. I was always told that strong relationships are kept together by people who choose to do the little things. And if I'm being honest, it was the little things that you do every day that made me realize you were the one I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. It's the time we spend praying with each other every morning before we both go to work, or when you put little notes in my lunchbox every time I take my lunch to work, or having delicious dinner ready for me when I get home every night. I love how thoughtful, romantic, and passionate you are with everything you do. You are the love of my life, and I'm eternally grateful that God placed you in my life. You've helped me blossom into the man that I am today, and have shown me a love that is pure, magical, and everlasting. Whatever happens in our lives, every day that we are together will be the greatest day of my life. You always said our love is like a box. You have to put in whatever you take out of it. I vow to fill our box with as much love as I possibly can, and then some. I know I will not always be what you want me to be. I might forget to listen or forget to share. I might not always agree. I might be stubborn, and I might be wrong sometimes. But I will always love you. I will always strive to be the man you believe I can be. I pledge throughout our years together to be true to you, to never falter or disgrace you, to be your true love. I promise to try and be worthy of your love in every way. I will be honest, caring, patient, and forgiving, and I will always be a loyal husband. I promise to always support your dreams and to be your forever cleaning partner, even if that means cleaning the baseboards, because we know how much you hate doing that. I promise to always wash the dishes when they need to be done, because we both know how much I hate doing that. You look so beautiful today, but I know that you always look beautiful. But know that you will always look beautiful to me. Will always be this beautiful to me. Tomorrow and the next day and the next. As gorgeous as you are right now, or as gorgeous as you are here right now, I will only love you more and more each day. I promise that each kiss will be filled with more love than laughs, and that our days together will grow with love and devotion. I vow to make you happy, to make you laugh, and always be there for you. Together we are two halves of one whole. I vow never to take you for granted, to always appreciate your love, to be earnest, honest, and forthright, to apologize when I am wrong, and to be graceful, caring, and devoted. I love you and look forward to spending our life together.
People would have thought that we compared our vows and because Jarryd, we started our journey 4 years and 4 days ago, and if you told me we would be standing here today on our wedding day in a vineyard, I honestly wouldn't have believed it. We didn't write them together.
We really did not.
It is truly a dream come true. Because we are here today, it shows how much of a gentleman you truly are, and how much we instantly connected. The cold French fries and toothbrush from your mom were just the icing on the cake. You have had my best interests from the start, and from the first night we met, I knew I was going to marry you. We came to discover all the things we had in common, and the things we didn't grew us to be the couple we are today. Instantly, I fell in love with your dimples, your uncanny love for sports, and the way you warm a room as soon as you walk in. Through all of our days spent together, you have shown me what it is to be loved deeply and wholeheartedly. We have seen each other through trying times in our life, and we always come out stronger. while in this life I can't promise that tomorrow will be perfect or that it will be easy, I can promise you my everlasting love, devotion, loyalty, respect, and heart for a lifetime. I can promise that I will see you through any crisis, pray with you. I promise to support all the things you love, which means always keeping barbecue sauce and honey mustard in the fridge and hosting Saturday football parties. I promise to give you the best of myself, even when I decide to bring home a new puppy and it chews up everything. To attend to your smallest and biggest desires in life, to never go to bed mad at you. I promise to be patient with you and a shoulder to cry on when I couldn't protect you from the unbeatable. I promise to choose you again and again at the start and finish of every single day. With my whole heart, I take you as my husband, acknowledging your faults and strengths as you do mine. I promise to fill our relationship with as much love for years to come as we have today. I love you always.
Jarryd and Taylor would now exchange rings.
Yeah, just one job, Goldie, one job.
You have for each other a ring. The most precious of metals symbolize that love is the most precious element in your life together. The ring has no beginning and no ending, which symbolizes the love between you will never cease. You place these rings upon each other's fingers as a visible sign of the vows which this day have made your husband and wife partners. Please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a reminder.
I give you this ring as a reminder
That I will love, honor, and cherish you.
I will love, honor, and cherish you
In all times and all places.
at all times and all places,
And in all ways forever.
and always forever.
With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you,
And bind my life to yours.
and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
My everlasting friendship.
my everlasting friendship,
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Taylor? I give you this ring as a reminder.
I give you this ring as a reminder
That I will love, honor, and cherish you.
that I will love, honor, and cherish you
In all times and all places.
in all times and all places,
And in all ways forever.
and in all ways forever.
With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you,
And bind my life to yours.
and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
My everlasting friendship.
my everlasting friendship,
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Now, if everybody would close their eyes, we're going to say a quick prayer for the couple. Dear God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you so much for the lives of Jarryd and Taylor. Thank you for the way that their paths have led to combine with one another so that they could be joined here today. Thank you for all the moments that you have guided them and protected them, waiting to bring them here where you have wanted them to be. Even in those moments where they felt lost, God, you were always bringing them here to this place so that they could be together. May you continue to protect them and guide them. May they seek your guidance in everything that they do. May you continue to protect them. And may their love continue to grow and flourish and mature every single day as they continue to find new ways to love and enjoy one another. Thank you so much, and in your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Y'all ready? By the powers invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. I am honored to present present for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Jarryd Settles.
Give me the loot.
Okay, what y'all gonna do?
Go for it.
We triple dog dare you.
Go. What was your name again?
Explain.
Yeah.
There they go. Go Brady. Go Forrest. Thanks, Switchfoot.
If all family members would stay for photos, everyone else is invited to go to the patio for cocktails and drinks, and then we'll move on to the reception. Thank you all so much.